Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from the Carl Yastrzemski Career Replay. Game number 18. Second game against the Minnesota Twins. It's going to be Bill Mambo Kent on the mound for the Red Sox against Camilo Pascal. The Red Sox come in with a record of 6-11, and Minnesota's record is they've only played 2 games against the Red Sox. But anyway, so the Boston comes in at 6-11, just 1 game off their pace. They came into this actual game with a record of 7-10, so they did actually win this game, so they can't catch up to their actual record, but they can maintain it, just 1 game behind if they can get a victory today. This is a slugfest in real life. We'll see how the actual game goes. So for the Minnesota Twins, who are the home team, it's going to be Camilo Pascal. He had a record of 15-16 with a 3.46 earned run average, 152 innings pitched, just 205 hits allowed, 221 strikeouts, so a lot of strikeouts for Pascal with 99 walks. So the batting order for the Boston Red Sox is going to be Chuck Schilling, the second baseman. He'll be followed by Gary Geiger, the center fielder. Batting third, Carl Yastrzemski, the left fielder, in his rookie season. Batting cleanup, Vic Wertz, the first baseman. Frank Malzone is the third baseman, batting fifth. Behind the plate, Russ Nixon bats sixth. Batting seventh, Carol Hardy, the right fielder, getting a start today. Don Button is the shortstop, also getting a start today. And Bill Monboquette is the number 9 hitter on the mound. So behind Pascal in the outfield is Lemon, Green, and Dobek. Lemon and Green are average range. Dobek with below average range in right. Dobek, the most sure-handed of the 3, will not commit any errors at all. And Lemon, the most error-prone in there with a rating of 12. Lemon with an average arm. Green and Dobek with below average arms in center and right. In the infield, Bertoya, Versailles, Gardner, and Killebrew. All average range except for Bertoya at third, who's below average. Bertoya quits quite a few errors at third base with a rating of 15. And Gardner, the most short-handed, with a rating of 8 at second base. Behind the plate, Bate, above average range, with an average arm, and commits a good amount of errors with a rating of 13. So Pascal with great range on the mound and very short-handed with an error rating of only 3. So Chuck Schilling steps to the plate for the Red Sox. He'll lead it off, hitting .257 with an RBI. He's been stuck at that RBI for the longest time. See if we can get him another RBI today or 2. He did actually homer in this game for his first home run of the season. So Pascal looks in for the sign from Bate. Nods his head. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-3. And that is going to be a home run check. So we might have the home run right off the bat here. And it's going to need a roll of 1 or 2. Let's see. No, it does not get it this time. And Chile will ground out Versailles at short for out number 1. Oh, we actually just missed, and Gary Geiger struck out. Sorry, we missed that on video, as we had a little bit of a technical difficulty. But anyway, Gary Geiger strikes out for out number 2. Batting third, the man in the hour, Carl Yastrzemski, comes in hitting .224 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. Has shown signs of life, starting to come out of his early season rookie slump. Pascal looks in for the sign from Bate. Here's the windup and the pitch. And Yastrzemski strikes out. So the Red Sox go in order in the first. So Bill Monboquet on the hill for the Red Sox. He's had a rough start to the season, 0-4, 14-14 on the actual season. With an ERA of 4.88, 24 innings pitched, 33 hits allowed, 19 strikeouts, and 6 walks. So the lineup for the Minnesota Twins is Zolio Versailles. Shortstop bats first. Batting second is the center fielder Lenny Green. Dan Dobik, the right fielder, bats third. Batting cleanup, the Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew at first base. Batting fifth, behind the plate, Earl Bate. Batting sixth, Jim Lemon, the left fielder. Billy Gardner, the second baseman, bats seventh. Reno Bertoia, the third baseman, eighth. And on the mound batting ninth is Camilo Pascal. So Versailles comes in, hitting 8. Oh, well, you can't really go by that. As again, we're just playing the games where the Twins played the Red Sox, so only the Red Sox will have all the stats up to date, up to the current date. So Versailles hit 280 with 7 homers and 53 runs batted in back in 1961. So the Red Sox defense in the outfield left to right is Yastrzemski, Geiger, and Hardy. All average range. Yastrzemski and Geiger with the best arms, and Hardy with an average arm in right. Yastrzemski the most error-prone with a rating of 7, and Geiger the most short-handed with a rating of 3 in center. In the infield is Malzone, Budden, Schilling, and Wirtz. All average ratings except for Schilling, who's above average. Budden will commit the most errors with a rating of 11, followed by Malzone close behind at 10. And Schilling the most short-handed at second with an error rating of only 3. Behind the plate, Nixon, who's horrible defensively with a rating the worst you can get error-wise and range-wise, with the worst range and the highest error percentage. Will always commit an error with a range check and a arm of +2, which I think is just one step below the worst rating of +3. So that's your Red Sox, and Monboquet on the mound with an error rating of 4, which is very short-handed, and a good range, excellent range of 5. So Versailles comes, like I said, comes in hitting 280 with 7 homers and 53 runs batted in on the season. For the season. So 3-3. And that's going to be a ground out to second. So 1 gone in the Minnesota first. That brings up Lenny Green. Green, a 285 hitter with 9 homers and 50 runs batted in 1961. Pitched by Monboquet. And that'll be a ground out to Malzone at third over to Wirtz for out number 2. Dan Dobik, the right fielder, is up now. Hit just 168 with 4 homers and 14 runs batted in. Left-handed batter. And he'll fly out to Hardy and right for out number 3. So the Twins also go in order in the first, after 1 full, no score. So Wirtz will lead it off for the Red Sox. Wirtz comes in hitting 261, right around his season average of 260, with 4 homers and 8 runs batted in. Pascal looks in for the sign from Bate, nods his head, gets the pitch he wants. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he's going to get a base hit. So Wirtz gets the first base hit for the Red Sox and for the ball game. And he'll be on with a leadoff single. Next up, Frank Malzone, the third baseman. Malzone comes in hitting .313 with a homer and 4 runs batted in. Killebrew holding him on first. And we have a ballpark check at Metropolitan Stadium. And that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. This could be 2. So 6-4-3 double play for Cy over to Gardner over to Killebrew. And Wirtz is erased. So that'll bring up Russ Nixon, the catcher. He comes in hitting .257 with 4 runs batted in. Base is empty now. Pitch by Vizquel. And he's going to fly out to Dalbec and right for out number 3.
Out.
So in the bottom of the second, the Twins will have Killebrew, Pate, and Lemon up against Monboquette. Killebrew hit .288 with 46 homers and 122 runs batted in, so he had a monster year in 1961. And we have a possible range check on a ground ball. And will not be a range check as it's a fly ball, but it will fall in for a base hit to left. Yastrzemski throws it back in. And Killebrew is on the first Minnesota hit to lead off the bottom of the second, just like the Red Sox bottom of the top of the second started off. So Bate up now. Bate hit .302 with 17 homers and 55 runs batted in. Wirtz holding on Killebrew. He's just got a short lead now. Oh, and a home run check. So a 70%? Yeah, 70% chance of getting a home run. 1-14 will be a 2-run homer, and Minnesota will have the lead. And easily, this one way over the fence. So the Twins take an early 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second on a 2-run blast by Bate. So that'll bring up Jim Lemon, left fielder. He hit .258 with 14 homers and 52 runs batted in 61. And he's going to hit a double. So run in scoring position with nobody out. 2 runs already home. As Nixon goes out to talk to Monboquette, tries to settle him down. So that'll bring up the second baseman, Billy Gardner, number 7 hitter. Hit just .225 with 2 homers and 13 runs batted in. RBI opportunity for him. And he strikes out. So 1 gone in the Twins' second. So it brings up the number 8 hitter, Betoya. Betoya hit .226 with 2 homers and 25 runs batted in. And he's going to fly out to Yastrzemski and left. Lemon back to second. So to bring up Pascal. Pascal, not a bad hitting pitcher, hit .165 with 4 runs batted in. He's got a chance to get an RBI here. And they're going to have a Metropolitan Stadium check. And that's going to be an out. To retire the side.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
So the Twins take a 2-0 lead after 2 full on the 2-run homer by Bate. So the Red Sox will have Hardy, Budden, and Monboquette in the bottom third of the order. Hardy hitting .269 in 26 at-bats. So Pascal looks in for the sign from Bate. Gets the one he wants, nods, and delivers. And Hardy strikes out. A called third strike. Let's get a little delay here. Come on. Not sure what's going on here. Come on. All right. Looks like we're good now. All right, so Don Budden steps to the plate. Budden comes in hitting .250 with an RBI and just 8 at-bats. So 2 for 8 on the season so far. Getting a start today at shortstop. So here's the pitch by Pascal. And he strikes out. So back-to-back called third strikes for Pascal. And we have 2 outs in the Red Sox third. So Monbaquette up to the plate. 130 hitter on the season with 5 runs batted in. So far 0 for 6. And we're going to have a Metropolitan Stadium check. And Monbaquette's going to have himself a double. So Monbaquette with a 2-out double. So Schilling with an RBI opportunity now. Schilling 0 for 1 on the day. And he'll ground out Patoya at third to end the inning. So the Red Sox cannot capitalize on a 2-out double. And after 2.5, trail it 2-0. So Monbaquette back on the hill. He'll face top of the order Versailles, Green, and Dabeck. Versailles 0 for 1 on the day. And he'll have himself a base hit. So the Twins have the lead runner on in the third here. And they're going to go with a hit and run with Lenny Green, who's 0 for 1. And Monbaquette strikes him out. Second K of the day for Monbaquette. And it looks like Versailles is going to try to steal here. And, ooh, he has a 20 rating. We're old 19 here. So he steals the bag on Nixon. So stolen base for Versailles. So he's in scoring position for Dabeck. Dabeck 0 for 1 on the day. And he's going to pop it up to where it's at first, for the second out of the third. So Killebrew with already 2 RBIs with a 2-run blast back in the second will come to the plate now. RBI opportunity for him again. And that's going to be, no wild pitch on the play. So we'll repitch that one as Nixon blocks that one. And this time he gets Killebrew on the strikeout to end the inning. So after 3 full, it's Minnesota 2 and Boston nothing. So Gary Geiger will lead it off. Struck out his first time out. And again, Metropolitan Stadium check, and that's going to be a ground out to Gardner for out number 1. Yastrzemski also a strikeout victim his first time up. Comes to the plate.
You're out!
And he strikes out again. So Yastrzemski not having a good day so far. And neither are we, as we can't get this strikeout to work. It's right next to the on button for the for my screencast-o-matic, so I'm trying to avoid clicking that off. So 2 outs now for Vic Wertz. He's 1 for 1 so far. And he strikes out.
He struck him out.
And that down go the Red Sox in the third.
He struck him out.
So Monboquette back on the hill. I'm sorry, it wasn't Killebrew with the 2-run homer. It was Bate with the 2-run homer. I was wondering why I didn't say home run next to it. So Bate was with a 2-run homer and Killebrew scored on that. So my bad there. So let's see what Bate can do against Monboquette. And it's going to be a range play at Metropolitan Stadium. And it's going to be a foul ball that Nixon cannot get to. So it's just a foul ball. We'll see if that proves costly. And it will prove costly as Malzone cannot get to this one. And Bate will be on with the second hit of the day. A single to lead it off.
He doesn't have it.
Here in the bottom of the fourth. Jim Lemon up now. He doubled. Oh, was left stranded there. And he flies out to Geiger for out number 1. So that brings up Billy Gardner, strikeout victim, his first time out. Monboquette with 3 Ks on the day so far. And as Budden makes the catch for out number 2. Batoya 0 for 1.
That one be a home
and he's Monboquette's 4th strikeout victim. And that'll do it for the Twins in the 4th. It remains 2-0 Minnesota as we head to the top of the 5th. Malzone will lead it off. Looking for his first hit of the day. And he'll draw a walk. So first walk of the day given up by Pascal. He's struck out 6 so far. So they're going to go with a hit and run with Nixon at the plate. And he's going to miss the pitch. And Malzone will be gunned down trying to steal on the botched hit and run. So 2 outs now and the base is empty for Carroll Hardy. Went down via the K his first time up. And goes down via the K again. As Pascal already has 8 strikeouts on the day. So we're halfway through with the Twins up by a score of 2-0. So Pascal will come to the plate. 0 for 1 so far today. And he's going to fly out to Hardy and right for out number 1. Top of the order, Versailles up now, 1 for 2. That's going to be a range play at Metropolitan Stadium. And Hardy cannot get to that one. That's a very difficult play there. No one would have been able to get to that one.
Looped in the air to shallow right. He's coming on.
So Versailles reaches on a single.
That'll
bring up Lenny Green. 0 for 2 so far. Wirtz holding on Versailles. And he'll strike out. So 5 Ks for for Monboquette on the day. So 2 outs. The runner on first for Daubek. Hitless on the day. And it's going to be another ballpark card check. And it's a ground out to third.
Be sure to visit our concession stand.
And that'd do it for the Red Sox, for Minnesota in the bottom of the fifth. So we played 5 full. Score remains 2-0 Minnesota.
Be sure to visit.
So it's going to be Bud and Monboquette, and then top of the order Schilling up against Pascal, who's been cruising along up to now, only allowing 2 hits in his 5 innings, with a walk and 8 strikeouts. So Budden struck out his first time out. This time he'll fly out to Dobik and right for out number 1. Monboquette with his second at bat doubled his first at bat.
Ow!
And this time is going to ground out to short. Route number 2. Chuck Schilling hitless on the day. 0 for 2. And we're going to do another Metropolitan Stadium check. 1-3. And that is going to be a double.
A guy down the right field line, slicing toward the corner. Air ball! Off the wall.
So Schilling doubles to right. So the Red Sox with a runner in scoring position now with 2 down. See if Geiger can get him on the board here. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And we have a range play. And Gardner's now going to be unable to get to this one. So that'll fall. Schilling is going to come around the score as he was off on the pitch. And Geiger comes through in the clutch, has himself an RBI single to put the Red Sox on the board and have the Minnesota lead. So that brings up Yastrzemski now. He's been up twice and he's struck out twice. And this time draws the walk. So Geiger moves up to second, so a runner in scoring position now for Wirtz. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Chance to tie the game here or possibly put the Red Sox ahead. Wirtz already with 4 homers on that year. And that's going to be a range play. And Vittoria cannot get to that one. That's going to be a base hit. Geiger will come around the score as he was off on the pitch. Yastrzemski holds at second. And Wirtz comes through with an RBI single to tie the game at 2.
He doesn't have it.
So Mazzone has the opportunity to put the Red Sox ahead here. So far he's 0 for 1 with a walk. We have an error check on the ground possibility here. And that will be not in effect as it's a fly ball. So he flies out to left field. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the top of the 6th, but they score 2. And we now have a 2-2 game headed into the bottom of the 6th. Gilbert's 1 for 2. He came around the score on the 2-run homer by Pate. So Monboquette looks in for the sign from Nixon. Winds up and delivers. And that's going to be a double. So Killebrew with his second hit of the day. Doubles to center. So Pate up now. He's going to be called upon the sacrifice now. 2 for 2 so far. He is a above average bunter here, so he'll be called on for his bunting skills this time. And he's able to get it down. As Killebrew moves over to third with less than 2 out. So Jim Lemon with a chance to put the Twins ahead. It's 1 for 2 of the double. And Red Sox defense is going to play in. Trying to cut the runoff at home. And it's not a strikeout. Let's see here. He's got a 0 running ability, so he's going to hold. So Button's up with it. Fires over to Wirtz. As Killebrew holds at second. He had a 0 rating, so he would have been a dead duck at home plate. So Billy Gardner up now. The runner at third and 2 down. He's 0 for 2 so far. Red Sox looking to get out of this without any damage. Keep it a 2-2 game. And it'll be a pop-up to short for out number 3. So the Twins get a run into third with less than 2 out, but cannot get the run home. And it remains a 2-2 game as we head to the top of the 7th. Pascal back out on the hill for his 7th inning of work. Nixon up to the plate. Nixon 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He's going to get himself a base hit. I'm not sure what that H is over there under above his name on the base runner thing. Interesting. I think that means he's being held on, possibly. That's probably it right there. Never noticed that before. And I think this time we are going to take out, we're in the 7th inning, so I think we're going to take out Nixon here. He's horrible defensively anyway. And he did get a base hit here, so we're going to replace him with Harrell. So Harrell is going to come on to... No, I don't want that. Cancel. Yes. Let's try that again. So Nixon, that's why I meant to click on his name. And there we go. Hopefully this will go through. Yep. No, that's not what we wanted to do. I clicked on Nixon's name. Oh my goodness. And it's too late now. Oh man. Let's see if we can... We'll be right back. Alrighty, we'll try this again. I forgot we got an inside pitch because it's very finicky with this stuff. So we got to click on this guy right here. And now click on Billy Harrell. There we go. So Harrell, the pinch runner there. And Hardy is a very good bunter there. So we're going to call upon Hardy to sacrifice here. And that's going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. So Harrell gets into scoring position now with just 1 down. So Don Budden up now. So far Budden's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
You're out!
And Budden is going to be lifted for a pinch hitter. Pete Reynolds is actually used for a pinch runner in the game, but we're going to use him as a pinch hitter. So Reynolds comes in. Reynolds hitting .298 in the season with 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. Hit .317 on the actual season, so he's a logical choice to come in the pinch hit here. I'm not sure why they have the Red Sox defense out here. I think those are just the names only. Sure, it'll correct itself here. And 2-3, that is going to be a base hit. So that's going to score the run. So Reynolds comes through with a pinch hit RBI single to put the Red Sox up. There we go. Everything's fixed now in the defense here. So Pinky Higgins pulls the right strings there and gets the run home. So Monboquette up to the plate now. Probably going to replace him here. He's still got a lot of gas left in him, but we got to get that victory. So I think we are going to pinch hit for him. And let the computer pick the pinch hitter here, the AI. Oh, Jim Pagliarone. He's got to come in anyway, so we can do a double switch here. That'll work out perfectly. So let's bring in Pagliarone to pinch hit. So Monboquette's out of the game now. Action in the Red Sox pen. Pascal still strong. Runner on first and one down for Pags. Comes in hitting .258 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. And he's going to draw the walk. So that'll put runners on first and second with one down. For Chuck Schilling. Schilling 1 for 3 on the day. And he strikes out for out number 2. So let's see if Geiger can add to the Red Sox lead here. 1 for 3 so far with an RBI. And he'll draw the walk. That's going to load the bases. So it's going to be Carl Yastrzemski. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. And it's going to be either Plies, Lee.
Outside. Base on ball.
Trying to think of the other guy that they used. Hold on. So Plies, Lee, or Stobbs. Let's see the situation here. We get 2 lefties coming up, so it's either going to be Stobbs or Plice. And I think it's going to be Plice. He's the better pitcher. We'll bring in Plice here. Logical choice here. Yep. Alright, so Plice will come on to face Yastrzemski here. Plice 4-2 record on the season, 2 saves, 4.98 ERA. 56 innings pitched, 59 hits, allowed 32 strikeouts and 29 walks. See what Yastrzemski can do here with the bases loaded now. And 2 down. Oh, and Yastrzemski delivers with the clutch grand slam off of Plice. 1 through 9. Needed a 1 through 12 and got a 9. And Yastrzemski, with his biggest hit so far in his young career, hits a grand slam here in the top of the 7th.
This ball is over the fence and out of here.
So Carl Yastrzemski with his second home run of the season now has 9 RBIs, and Plice comes in and coughs up a grand slam home run to the rookie Carl Yastrzemski.
No throwing of any objects on the playing field.
And that's appropriate, as the Twins crowd are throwing all kinds of stuff on the field now. Don't know what's going on here at Metropolitan Stadium. They weren't too happy with that.
No throwing of any objects.
And the Boo Birds are coming out. So Wirt's up now. Wirt's 2 for 3 on the day. Plice has to collect himself after giving up that home run. And he's going to walk Wirtz. And that's going to be it for Plice, as he seems to have lost it totally now. So let's see what they got to bring in now. So we're going to have Melzone and Harrell, two righties. So we're going to bring in Lee here. So Pleiss is ineffective. Don Lee comes in. Lee was 3-6 on the season with 3 saves, 3.52 ERA, 115 innings pitched, 93 hits allowed, 65 strikeouts, and 34 walks. So he'll face Melzone here with a runner on first. Melzone 0 for 2 with a walk today. And that's going to be a base hit, where it stops at second. So the Red Sox looking to score more here. Oh, that's the pitcher spot. It can't be Harrell. So don't. Oh, we're still in the, yes, it can be Harrell. Yes, it can. Because we've gone around. We've batted around here. So Billy Harrell, who came on as a pinch runner, is now going to get a chance to bat. Not often you see that. A pinch runner comes around the bat in the same inning. And he's hitting .227 with 6 RBIs so far. And that's going to be a range play. And Dobbs going to make a great running catch. And that'll do it. But the Red Sox put up a 5 spot, capped by the grand slam by the rookie Carl Yastrzemski, his second home run of the year. Now has 9 RBIs. And we'll be right back with the Red Sox. Alrighty, now I'm going to try to do a double switch here. See if it's going to let me. I don't think it's going to. Let's see here, see if we can. Oh, hold on there. Alright, let's see if we can go into this. There we go, I think we can do it here. So. I'm going to put the pitcher here if we can. And we're going to put the... Yeah, Pagaroni will stay there. Can I put him at catcher, though? No, it's not going to let me. Yes, it will. Good. There we go. And we're going to bring in Pumpsy Green at short. Here we go. And now we can put the pitcher spot. So let's see if we can bring in the pitcher now. It's going to let us do that. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it'll do it up here. So let's put Mamboquette here. Now let's see when we make the pitcher spot if it does that. It should do it. Okay. Let's see. So we're trying to bring in Forneless. Okay, there we go. Oh, wrong spot, wrong spot. We didn't want him there. You're kidding me. Unbelievable. I forgot who was there. Let's see if we can figure this out. First base, second base, third base. It's going to be the right fielder. Oh, can I bring him back in, though? I guess we'll just bring in Jackie. We'll bring in Jackie Jensen. Why not? Okay, now we want to go up to here. So we're going to take him out there. And now we want it to go up here. Forneless? Yes! But we don't want him as a pinch hitter. Oh no, did I do the wrong thing? I think I did. So, alright, back to game. Yeah. Now, did I do a double switch here? No. I guess we don't want to double switch. Cancel it. Okay. Oh man, this is a real pain. They really gotta fix this. Alright. Alright, we want Fornellis to go. No! This is a big mess. Oh man. Can I go back to the game? Alright, we don't want Mambo Cat here. Okay, let's see if we can just replace Mambo Cat now. Okay, I think we can do this now. There we go. This should work now. So there we go. Now we're all set. But we show him it shows him as a pinch hitter. Whatever. I think that'll still work though. I think. Let's see if we can. No. So I think if we go right here, there you go. Now we're good. Excellent. All right. No. Leave it alone. So that was harder than it should have been, but I think we got it all right there. We get Pagliaroni in there, and we get Pumpsy Green. Good. All right. So we're headed to the bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox with a commanding 7-2 lead up to the grand slam by Carl Yastrzemski. So Fornellis on the hill. Fornellis comes in with an ERA of 9, 0-2 record, 2 saves, 7 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. Had a rough start so far at the start of the season. Give him a chance to get some work done here with no pressure. And he'll fly out to Yastrzemski for out number 1. Alright, so now they're going to have to get rid of Lee here. And they're going to bring on a pinch hitter. So they use Allison, Velo, Narradin. Ow! I think it was Velo. Or Mincher. I think we're going to bring in... We'll bring in Bobby Allison. So Bobby Allison comes in the pinch hit. Looks like Velo isn't on the team. So I probably should have tried to bring him over, but oh well. Not a big deal. We don't have to use him. Alright, so Allison comes in the pinch hit for the pitcher, Lee. Allison, 245, hitter with 29 homers and 105 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Fornellis. And he'll ground out to Green, now playing short for out number 1. 2, sorry, out number 2. So Green is at short, and Pagliaroni is behind the plate. Pagliaroni with a much better range than the other guy. I already forgot his name. But arrow-wise, just as bad.
Out!
So 2 down now for top of the order Versailles. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And he'll ground out to second to end the inning. So Minnesota will have to go to the pen now, as they're unable to get any closer. Looks like they're going to bring in Stobbs now. He's the only one of those 3 pitchers I mentioned before. So Chuck Stobbs comes in. Stobbs 2-3 on the season, 61 with 2 saves, 7.40 ERA, 45 innings pitched, 56 hits allowed, 17 strikeouts and 13 walks. Hardy up to the plate. Hardy 0 for 2. He struck out twice. And that is going to be handled cleanly by Versailles. Over to first for out number 1 and here in the top of the 8th. Pumpsy Green getting his first at bat. He comes in hitting .216 with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. And he'll fly out to right for out number 2. Jim Pagaroni. He came in the pinch hit, walked, and scored a run. And came in on the Yastrzemski grand slam. Hitting .258 in the season with a homer and 6 runs batted in. And that's going to be a base hit. So he gets his first hit of the day. So 2-out base runner for top of the order Schilling. 1 for 4 with a double. Also scored a run. And that's going to be a pass ball from Matei. So Pagaroni moving to scoring position. And he's going to get another chance for a home run here. So this time he'll get a little bit better shot. So a 1-4 will be a home run. No, and he's denied twice as he rolled a 13 on the split twice. Once for, he needed a 1-2 and got a 13, and the second time a 4. So he did actually hit a home run as we mentioned earlier on the day, but is unable to here. And he did have 2 shots though. So that 5-3 is going to be a single though. And that's going to be, at least he gets an RBI here. So that 1 RBI now is going to be switched to a 2. On the RBI single by Schilling. So 8-2 Red Sox lead. Red Sox with a commanding lead here. Stobbs will face Geiger here. Geiger 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Came around on Yastrzemski's grand slam. And he'll fly out to green in center. Oh boy. Let's see here. I think that is going to be an unearned run. A pass ball. Yeah, it was a pass ball. Yes. So that's going to be unearned run because of the pass ball. Counts like an error. So ahead to the bottom of the 8th, the Red Sox with a 6-run lead. Fornelli is up there again for his second inning of work. Had a very good 7th inning. Let's see what he can do here in the 8th. He'll face Green, Dobik, and Killebrew. And he'll ground out to Melzone at third for out number 1. Dobik up now, hitless on the day, 0 for 3. No, we're going to pinch hit for him. We're going to use one of those other pinch hitters we mentioned earlier. No, Mincher was one of them. So we'll use him. Only a 188 hitter, but he's a little bit better than him. So Don Mincher comes in to pinch hit, 188 on the season with 5 homers and 11 runs batted in. He'll come in to pinch hit for Dobik. And he's going to hit a home run. So Don Mincher with a pinch hit homer. Fornelli. So he makes it an 8-3 game. Harmon Killebrew up now. 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Came around on Batte's 2-run homer to get Minnesota's scoring started. And that's going to be fly out to right. So Killebrew is retired for out number 2. So Batte, as we mentioned earlier, he's 2 for 2 with a home run. Also walked. Actually, had a sacrifice bunt. 2 runs batted in on the day. So that's it for the Twins in the 8th, but they do get a run on Don Minchner's pinch hit homer. And we're going to need a right fielder. So Allison already used Jim Lemon. So Jim Lemon, we're going to have to move Jim Lemon over because Allison pinch hit earlier. So we would have to find another left fielder. Yeah, Joe Adeboli. Okay, we can do that. So right fielder, we're gonna put Jim Lemon in right field. It's not very good, but we don't have much choice here. And then in left field, we're gonna bring Joe Adeboli, Altabelli. That'll work. All right. So we head to the top of the 9th. It'd be Yastrzemski, Wirtz, and Melzone. Yastrzemski with a huge grand slam home run in the 7th. They put the Red Sox on top 7-2 at the time. Red Sox would add another run later on. So Yastrzemski averaged now up to 230 with 2 homers and 9 runs batted in. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in the 9th up against Stubbs. And this time he strikes out. So I think he struck out 3 times today, but he damage done with that grand slam. So Wirtz up now. Wirtz 2 for 3 with an RBI. And he'll fly out to center for out number 2. Brings up Melzone 1 for 3 with a walk. And that's going to be a base hit, and Stubbs ought to be removed from the game. So Fornelli's position is going to be up. I think we're going to let Fornelli's hit. So select the reliever here. Just about any righty. No, we don't want that. Sure, Frank Ramos, he can come in. Pedro Ramos, he's a starter, but he can come in. So you get a pitch for 1 batter, probably. 11-20 on the season with 2 saves, 3.95 ERA, 3.95, 264 innings pitched, 265 hits, 174 strikeouts, and 73 walks. So Fornelli is up now with 2 outs. Fornelli's 156 hitter with a homer and 4 runs batted, so he does have a little bit of pop. 1 homer and 32 runs batted, and not bad. And he'll strike out. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox up 8-3. It's going to be Lemon, Gardner, and Batoy if anybody gets on the pitcher spot. Lemon 1 for 3 with a double. And he strikes out Lemon for out number 1. Forced K of the day by Fornellis. Brings up Billy Gardner. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's a 225 here. We'll let him hit. He's going to get a base hit. So a 1-out single. Brings up Bertoia, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
That's going to be a ground ball to first. They're able to get the lead runner, but return throw not in time. So they're down to their last out here. So we can use Narragon. He actually pinch hit in the game. 302 hitter too. I don't think we used him yet, did we? Just double check here.
Out!
Now Minchner. I think we're good. Alright, so Hal Narragon comes on the pinch hit. 302 hitter with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in. Well, Twins down the last out here. And he's going to ground out Green at short over to Wirtz. And that'll do it as the Red Sox win easily over the Minnesota Twins 8-3 thanks to grand slam by Carl Yastrzemski. Hold on here. Voila. It's all set up here.
You're out!
So, Yastrzemski gets his second home run. Minchner is first and Bate is first. Monboquette gets the win. Gets his first victory of the season, 1-4. Pascal falls to, oh well, can't really go by that. So we won't mention it. Game stats. Let's check those out. So Monboquette with the win, 1-4, 6 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 2 runs, both of them earned, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. Forneless, they don't give him the save even though he pitched 3 innings. So I guess the lead was too much even for 3 innings. I would have thought they would give him the save for the 3 innings there, but looks like they do not. I would have thought that would have been a save, but I guess not. So 3 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 1 run it was earned, 1 strikeout and a home run allowed. Pascal, 6 2/3 innings, 7 hits allowed, 6 runs all of them earned, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. And there are the rest of the guys there. So on the box score for the Chuck Schilling was 2 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. Had a double. Gary Geiger was 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Also walked once. Carl Yastrzemski, player of the game, 1 for 4. But that hit was a big one. It was a grand slam in the 7th inning to give the Red Sox a 7-3 lead at the time, was it? I think. Yeah, 7-3 lead. But he also struck out 3 times. So still, though, that 1 hit was enough. It was a big one. Wirtz 2 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. Malzone 2 for 4 with a walk. Russ Nixon behind the plate was 1 for 3. Harrell came on the pinch run for him. He was 0 for 1 with a run scored. He also came around to bat in that same inning. That's why he was 0 for 1 with a run scored. Carroll Hardy 0 for 3 at right field. Jensen came on to pinch hit for him. Not sure what he did to get on. Don Budden, or what he did in his at bat. Don Budden was 0 for 2 with the shortstop. He was lifted for Pete Reynolds, who got a clutch base hit at the time. Scored a run, got an RBI. Monboquette 1 for 2 with a double. So he helped his own cause there at the plate. And Jim Pagliarone came on to catch and was 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a walk. And Mike Fornel's gotten that bat and struck out. For the Minnesota Twins, Rosario Versailles was 2 for 4. Lenny Green 0 for 4. Dan Dobek, the right fielder, 0 for 3. Don Minchner had a pinch hit home run. Harmon Killebrew 2 for 4 with a run scored, and one of his hits was a double. Earl Bate had a 2-run homer, 2 for 3. Jim Lemon 1 for 4 with a double. Billy Gardner 1 for 4. Frank Vittoria 0 for 4. And Pascal was 0 for 2. And Bob Allison, pinch hitter, 0 for 1. And Narragon 0 for 1. So those are the hitters that had at bats. So that is going to be it, as the Boston Red Sox win easily with a record, now a record of 7-11, actually 8-10 on the actual season. So still only a game behind their actual schedule. I'm sure we'll make that up sooner or later. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in the next Carl Yastrzemski Game 19 season replay for his rookie season, 1961. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.